when you think of camouflage, I think of dudes in the woods shooting stuff, drinking beer, grunting. Am I right or am I right?
Sure.
Okay,
Can I just
great.
have the beer at home?
Yeah,
I
that's fine.
don't want to go
That's fine.
outside.
I don't like bugs.
No.
Our next guest says when she thinks of camo, she sees scarves, jackets, mixed with florals and leopard print, all sorts of fun, fashionable stuff. We welcome blogger and fashion expert Amy Seaman back to Twin Cities Live. Hi,
Hello,
Amy.
hi.
Hello. Now listen, you're saying something bold here, that camo can be the new neutral. Really?
Yes, I do think so. I think the olive green kind of became the new neutral a couple years ago, and it's just sort of evolved into now camo with just this obsession of mixing prints.
I love it.
So
I think
fun.
that it's a fabulous look, and I must say,
Yeah.
personally, we're going to look at female looks today. I've always wanted to try to work camo in somehow into my
Oh,
repertoire.
yeah.
That is not you.
Can I do it? Can
you
I
are
do it?
not camo.
You absolutely can. You could even start with just like socks, right? You know how you love your fun socks?
I do love fun socks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Here we go. We've got our first beautiful model. It is Mandy. She's rocking a really cool camo jacket.
Yes. So the camo jacket has kind of been a staple for a few years now, but I wanted to show how it sort of evolved in just the cuts and the details. So I love this one from Zara because it has this really fun peplum kind of ruffle hem.
Yeah.
And then I added a brooch to it. I don't know if you can see there under her hair, like a mother, which is really fun, sort of tongue-in-cheek. But in any blazer jacket, I love to throw on just some brooches. I think it kind of adds a little bit more of sparkle. But then the best part about this jacket is, so turn around for us. So look at the back here with
I
this
did not
gorgeous,
expect this.
right?
No.
So it's very unexpected, and it's just so gorgeous with all this embroidery. Mandy has a very kind of bohemian style. So when I knew she was going to be my model, I said, "Bring your checkbook, honey, because you're going to want to go home with this jacket."
So bring your checkbook. How much would a
Oh, it's
jacket
only
like that cost?
$60 from Zara, so it's really affordable.
Zara's pretty reasonable, I've found.
It is, and it's very trendy, and you can have fun with a jacket like this. And then I layered it with a turtleneck. I love turtlenecks under everything in the fall. I think J. Crew brought it back in a very modern way a couple years ago.
My eyes go to the shoes.
And the shoes are also Zara. So these are floral print. This, I wanted to show how you can mix patterns with the camo.
Right.
So it's all about scale, right? So the micro versus macro, or small versus big, however it helps you remember. So the small print in the floral with the larger print in the camo. And then I kind of look for common color themes to kind of thread through. So the olive in the shoe, and then the little pops of the red and pink kind of pull from the back as well.
Thank you, Mandy. You look lovely. And here comes, is this Mandy's mother? Is this true?
This is Mandy's motherland.
This is Lynn.
I have family with me today. This is my husband's family, his aunt, and then his two cousins. So.
How fabulous. Look
Yeah.
at Lynn rocking the camo
The
pants.
camo pants. So I wanted to put Lynn in these because I wanted to show that you can wear the camo pants over 50. I get asked that a lot. And also I get asked, are these going to be in trend for a while? Like, is it worth purchasing these? And I think camo is going to be around for a while, so I would say go for it. I also think there's a lot more than you could pair it with than you would think. So I love blush or kind of rose gold paired with camo now. This comfy sweater has a feminine detail, so I think this is what is good with camo too, is find a feminine piece to kind of soften it a little bit, and this looks like something your grandma would knit. So it's really cozy.
So comfortable.
Yeah, it's by Free People. It's really comfortable and cozy. So I think it works.
Oh yeah, you just want to be on the couch.
You can also, and the other thing with these pants, you could wear it with a stripe too. So you could do a striped shirt with it. And if you're not sure about, like, I don't know that I'm bold enough to wear print on print in that way, throw a denim jacket over the striped shirt, or put a thin sweater like this over a button-up that has a little stripe in it, and that will kind of soften it if you still like the idea of it but don't want to go full-on print and print.
Are you specifically going for the vintage jewelry too? Because I noticed on she had
Yeah,
old
well,
rings
that
too.
tends to be my personal style. I like to draw a little bit of the vintage. I also think it's kind of in right now, but I think more of the muted metal in the necklace kind of fits with the flow of the soft blush, and then it kind of matches the tone of the shoes. So that's more why I chose it.
Lynn, looking great in camo.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the
Thanks,
pants.
Lynn.
They look really good. Hey, finally, here comes Sam. Now, Sam is rocking camo in sort of an unexpected way. I didn't
Yes,
expect
and
it
a
in
scarf. So if you're not ready to go full on with a camo trend, start with an accessory. There's so many really great ones right now. So there's scarves, there's belts, there's handbags. This one I love. This is actually from Abercrombie and Fitch, which is kind of surprising to some. But they got a new creative director a couple years ago, and it's kind of coming
Do they
back
still do
around.
the quarterly? You know that magazine?
Oh, I don't know, actually. I don't subscribe to that, but maybe. I'll look into it. I'll look into it for you. But I love this, and then I paired it with some leopard shoes. I actually love leopard and camo right now. And again, just paying attention to the scale. And then I wanted to wear it with this olive jacket because I feel like a lot of people probably already own this jacket.
Yeah.
And then this is, again, just sort of that evolution of it, or adding that. I'm going to show you a couple ways to wear a blanket
Please.
scarf. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
people get kind of overwhelmed by it. What we did here with this one, the other thing I love about this one is that you almost have to look closely to realize it's camo print. It just sort of looks
It's
like
understated.
olive.
Yep.
And then they did the trim with the mauve, which is again that feminine detail. So when you're holding it up, grab it by the corner, and then that keeps the bulk away from the front of your face. And then you just kind of drape it. Sorry, Sam, this is maybe a little awkward. And then you just drape it again. And that's how it keeps it from being so much fabric right here in the front.
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
So the other way I like to wear it actually is kind of like this. And then if you have a leopard belt, maybe you don't have the leopard booties, but you like the idea of the leopard with it.
Sure.
Wear it like this and then belt it with a leopard belt right here.
Oh, that's
and now it
cute.
almost looks like a scarf or like a vest kind of that
Yeah.
drapes really in the front. And then the last thing is I just sort of like to loop it over and pull this tight. Come around to here. And then drape this over the back and leave this in the front. Because now when you turn around, it looks just as cute going as it does coming.
Right. How about that? I didn't know there were
So
that many
3
ways
fun
to
ways.
do
I
that.
just assumed it was,
Camo
you
scarf?
know, bulky pants that, you know, and a big jacket.
You know
How
what
about
though? If you go to an army surplus store and you find like a vintage jumpsuit in camo and you put a black turtleneck underneath it, belt it, cuff it with some high heels, you got an outfit,
Dang,
girl.
It's an easy way to do it. Something for the ladies, even during Dudes Week. Thank you so much, Amy. We've posted links to shop for those camouflage looks on our website, twincitieslive.com. There you'll also find a link to Amy's blog. Go check that out. To Wit, to Woo, where she dishes on fashion, beauty, and parenting. Dude Week.